Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of, the most recent NXT PLE, NXT Vengeance Day, which happened last night. So yeah, how I'm going to be doing this is that I go over all the matches, I'm going to rank them and give the full show a rating at the end of it, so pretty simple there. Started off with the street fight between Blake Monroe and Jada Parker. Very fun match here, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. It was just a very fun, violent match. And Blake Monroe got the win. So yeah, that's it. It was a very fun match, very good. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It was fun to watch. So yeah, let's move on. The second match of the night was Dion Lennox versus Tony D'Angelo. This match was very, very good. But I want to go before this match. Hold on real quick. There was about a 6-minute brawl between these two before this. And yeah, the animosity was at an all-time high here. I'm not even kidding you. They were brawling for like 6.5 minutes on the outside, like in the parking lot, throughout the PC. Darkseid got involved. They got very violent. A lot of crazy spots were used as well. They finally got in the ring, and it was a fast-paced barn burner. Not a barn burner, but like the entirety of it. Yeah, I want to say it was a barn burner. It was very fun to watch, honestly. Just I haven't seen this level of hate between two people in a while, and that's something the main roster should do more often. Tony D'Angelo, I actually forgot who won the match. But the match was absolutely peak. That's embarrassing that I forgot who won the match. That's incredible. But I'm going to give the match a 4.5 out of 5. That was absolutely peak, bro. It was so much fun to watch. The 6-minute brawl and the 7-minute match, that was absolutely crazy. I think there was one spot here where it was Tony D'Angelo suplexing Dion Lennox onto the announce table from the crowd. It was insane, dude. 4.5 out of 5. That was a lot of fun. Then the third match was the NXT Women's North American Championship between Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame. This match was also absolutely peak. This match, it had a little bit of a slower start, but I think around the 7-minute mark is when the match really, and I mean really took off. It was so much fun to watch. Some interferences by the culling. Near falls, false finishes, very close calls as well. It was just insanely fun to watch, and it became very unpredictable because I did not know who was going to win this match. I picked Tatum Paxley, and she got the win. Congratulations to her, new North American champion. This match was so much fun to watch, dude. My gosh, I'm going to go to 4.6 out of 5. We're 3 for 3 on amazing matches so far. My gosh, very fun there. 4.6 out of 5, like I said. So I'm not gonna list this, but there was a segment after the Tatum versus Izzy match, and it was with JC Jane and Fatal Influence, and Mr. Stone, the interim GM, in the ring. But what the biggest takeaway here was that it was JC Jane versus Zarya versus Soul Rookie made official for the NXT that's going to take place in Houston on March 17th, I believe. Yeah, because I'm just trying to count it, because today's Sunday, March 8th, so I'm just trying to count the days and all that. But yeah, that's basically that. I thought I should point that out because it happened during the show, but I'm not gonna list it because like it's not really too much going on there. It was just an announcement of the match. That's all it was really for. So yeah. Then next up was Kelani Jordan versus Lola Vice in an NXT Underground match, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always hated these matches. I've hated the concept of Underground matches. This and the Heritage Cup match are matches I absolutely hated. Honestly, I'm glad they got rid of the Heritage Cup, but they need to get rid of this. I'm gonna say this though. This was probably the best Underground match that I've watched, and that's a very, very low bar because I've hated all of them that I've watched. This one was enjoyable, I guess. It ended so quickly. Like, the match was fine, and then out of nowhere, Lola Vice knocks the crap out of Kelani Jordan, and that's it. That's it. Kelani got the win. I mean, wow, I'm messing up a lot. I'm botching everything in this video, I swear. But Lola Vice got the win. I'm going to give it a 3.3 out of 5. Like, it was decent. It was enjoyable, but, like, okay. Abrupt ending. That's really it. This doesn't work for WWE. I'm not lying to you. Like, yeah, she was in MMA. But we saw what happened with MMA fighters, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. It never worked out. It's never going to work out. Just get rid of this match concept, please. It's not working. I don't think anybody really likes it either. So, I'm stuttering a lot. I'm very sorry. It was a terrible review so far. And then the main event was the NXT Championship between Ricky Saynes versus Joe Hendry. This match, like I said with the Women's North American title match, it was It started off slow and then ended up becoming pretty good at the end of it. With this match, it started off pretty slow, kind of evolved into a good match, very methodical, but then ended up evolving into a good match. And then shenanigans came in, and it was just very nail biting, or not nail biting, but it was just very fun to watch throughout. Very close calls as well. This one kind of got unpredictable at the end because I wasn't sure if they were actually going to give Ricky Saints the title here. So it was a little unpredictable, which is what added to the match. Yeah, and then Joe Hendry won. Kind of did a low blow when the ref was turned. And yeah, Hendry won and retained the title. I'm going to give the match a 3.7 out of 5. Ethan Page came out, by the way. I don't know what's going on there, honestly, because I don't watch NXT. But yeah, I'm going to give the match a 3.7 out of 5. It was another really good match. So yeah, here are the rankings for all the matches. And yeah, this PLE was amazing. Almost perfect. It's just underground matches ruined everything for me. I'm kidding. But the underground match really took points away from me because I don't like that concept. But other than that, it was a great show. Like an amazing show. Dude, the first 3 matches, man, they could go on my top 20 matches of the year so far because of how good they were. So yeah, I don't know. Like immediately the first NXT PLE of the year, and already they're clearing the Rumble and the Chamber somehow. It's just insane. NXT still holding up strong, I guess. I'm gonna give it a 4.6 out of 5. It was very fun to watch. So yeah, this review was the worst, my worst one of the year. My gosh, I'm so sorry. I apologize to anybody who's watched this all the way through. Goodbye.